It's the first time that's there.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. This is Gulf Harbour Radio, ZMH 286. Patricia and David looking out on a very bleak, dull, horrible, drizzly sky. Don't you wish you were here? 15 degrees it is, though, 10 knots from the west. It's about, just south of the west, actually, 1013 and rising. Bit of a high coming before the main event. And yeah, 100% cloud cover, so not exactly a very wonderful evening, but it could be worse, I suppose. Not much news of any interest, really, so we'll just push on into the boats that are at sea, and boy, there are a lot of them, about 25, as I mentioned yesterday, heading away from these lovely frigid shores. And many going from island group to island group. I think David's going to give you an update on the weather up there. And yeah, that's sort of about it for news, really. Nothing much of interest. So let's go to the ones closest to us here. I think Sugar Shack should be within range at the moment. Sugar Shack, Gulf Harbour.
Degrees, 18 minutes south, 176 degrees, 03 minutes east, 1 course of 022 true, with a wind speed of 15 to 18 knots from the southwest. We found that 2 meter swell, sometimes 2.5 from the southwest. Boat speed is approximately 6 knots. And we have 583 nautical miles to Minerva, over.
Okay, I got all of that. It's light, but a pretty good copy, Christine. Sugar Shack at 3218 south, 17603 east, on a course of 022 true at 8, and a bit more during the day I saw on the AIS, so going really well. 15 to 18 southwest. Yeah, the GFS is pretty close, just a little bit higher than you've got. I mean, you've got a little bit higher than the GFS model. 2 meter swell from the southwest, and 583 to go to Minerva. So, oh yeah, David wants to know the cloud cover. Over.
There's quite a bit of cloud cover. It's pretty darn cold for us Americans to be public. But we actually didn't have very much rain today, but it is, I would say, 85% to 90% cloud cover, over.
Oh, Roger. So you didn't get any squalls today at all, over?
Yeah, the squalls started to show up this evening, so we are braced and ready for the high wind.
Okay, but you did not get any squalls during the day, is that correct?
No, we did not receive any squalls at all during the day. There was no wind, actually, at all, just until recently when the clouds started rolling in, over.
Roger that. So you've got the cloud is up to 80 to 90% now. Here's David.
All right, you're doing pretty good. The wind's in a good direction. I'm moving you up toward Minerva, a couple of degrees for tomorrow. Tomorrow about lunchtime, really about the same winds that you've got today. It looks like southwest 12 to 15 knots, gusts maybe 18 to 20. Looking at the satellite image right now, and it's about an hour old, I think. There is quite a bit of cloud where you are. It looks almost like 100% cloud. But within that cloud, and because of the fact that that wind is all part of that big giant depression that's moving east, there are a lot of very high clouds moving within that flow, and those would bring squalls. So it's quite possible tonight that you may encounter them. So just be aware of that. But as you get a little bit further north, and another 2 days or so, you'll be nearing the center of the high, and the wind's going to drop off considerably. But that's not so bad, I suppose. In any case, that's the story from here. Over.
Thank you so very much. I really appreciate that feedback. And just service on board and all is well.
That's good, and hello to Matt as well. Okay, well, it looks like the customs folk have arrived up in the Bay of Islands in Fiji, in waiting for all the boats that are starting to arrive or have arrived. I think, David just got one other thing for Sugar Shack, and then I'll leave the microphone with him. Actually, he can talk about the Fiji weather.
Oh, all right. Yeah, one more thing, Sugar Shack. As the days do roll on, looking into Friday, there is a new depression that's in the Tasman, and it's reaching up as far as your location. So that means the winds are going to be coming pretty much out of the north, which I know you don't want to hear, and that'll be late Friday, or maybe noon till late Friday, and they'll be about 20 knots in that, and probably there'll be some squalls in it as well. And for those of you that are in Fiji that are listening at all, there are some fairly stiff winds that are in northern Vanua Levu and the Vitui Passage. This is from the Fiji Met Service. Southeasterly winds 20 to 25 knots, and that will be today and tomorrow. The rest of Fiji, southeast about 15 to 20, but the seas are moderate to rough, and there will be a moderate southerly swell, and the outlook is for southeast winds 15 to 20, and expect a continuation of the moderate to rough seas, and also the moderate southerly swells. So some of the anchorages may be a little bit rolly for those monohulls. And that's the story with Fiji.
Okay, well, there's certainly a lot of boats in Fiji at the moment, so hopefully you've all got somewhere reasonably stable. Let's just check on where Laura Dawn is. Laura Dawn, Gulf Harbour Radio. Nothing heard from Laura Dawn. Is there anybody that can hear Laura Dawn and can give a relay? No, nothing heard. Is there anybody else wanting to call in with a position or an update? I did appreciate some wonderful photos of the Bay of Islands from Zoomax. Thank you very much, Anna. I think I'll put those on the website. It was lovely to see the Bay of Islands in very tranquil conditions, I might add. Is there anybody wanting to call us? Please call now. Oh, thank you very much for the relay. I'm not getting Fiji at the moment, Christine, so go ahead.
Excuse me, calling you to Gulf Harbor. Can you just finish out your name and position, please?
Oh, it's a very good
Okay,
signal.
I've got Magic Dragon at 32 degrees, 324 minutes south, 165 degrees, 234 east, report of 6 true, 6 knots, and you're on your way to Fiji, how is your Fiji?
Magic Dragon from Australia.
Sorry about that error. This is Sugar Cat, by the way. So go Harbour, let me correct that position. It's 324 south, 17523 east, on a course of 025 true, boat speed 6 knots. Speed is 1.5 to 2 meters from the southwest. Is that correct? That's correct? Yes, our boat name is Sugar Cat, Sierra, Umbrella, Golf, Alpha, Romeo. Your word is Sierra, Hotel, Alpha, Charlie, Kilo. Over. I have a hard time hearing but I believe he was telling us to go north to avoid squall that's coming. Over. Wonderful. Is all well on board?
Yeah, it is a big start for me.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you for checking in. Harbour, did you call the relay?
Yes, I did, and thank you very much for that because they're not popping up on the AIS, so good to keep in touch with them there. So, yeah, it's kind of busy in there. I'll just repeat what I copied. 3232 south and 17523 east on a course of 025 true at 6 knots, heading to Fiji, and the swell's a bit like you, 1.5 to 2 meters from the southwest. How was that? Was that read back okay, Christine?
Yeah.
Magic Dragon. Okay, and all is well on board, Magic Dragon. If you could just tell me how many people on board, please. How many on board? Over.
What's your distance to Fiji?
I'm not going to mention it as slow.
Okay, there are 5 people on board Magic Dragon, and they have 880, not the mile. 880 with 5 people.
Roger, copied all of that, Christine. So thank you very much for the relay. I'm surprised that they're barely readable here. They're not too far from you. So Magic Dragon, just check that you have got the radio on high power. And yeah, it doesn't sound too good. I won't hold Christine up too much longer. It'll be interesting to know what sort of antenna system you've got. I'm just going to pass the microphone for another chat about the weather.
Yeah, right around 30 south, as many of you have probably picked up on your grids, if you're getting any sea and wave information. By Sunday, you could expect westerly swells of 4 meters, and they are coming from the depression that's moving into the Tasman as we speak, and it will be slowly moving east, very similar to the one that is leaving. So we're getting almost a repeat. So anyway, those of you that will be around 30 by Sunday, Sunday noonish, then be aware of the rise in sea conditions. Back to the chief.
Well, I was just going to say it would be a good time to be in Minerva. Is that correct? Although it'd be a bit sloppy in Minerva, but anyway, that's a thought. But we can have a chat about that tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll miss Minerva.
It will miss Minerva. Oh, that sounds good. All right. Okay. Well, thank you very much for the relay. Is there anybody else for Gulf Harbour Radio? No, nothing heard here. And by the way, I did appreciate that relay. So if anybody does hear somebody try and call in and I can't hear them, then please shout out. We can all help each other that way. All right, nothing much more from here. We'll go back to the front of the house with the fire going. I hope that our firewood supply lasts out the winter. We're really not meant to have a cold winter, but it's just the dampness that is the pain in the neck. I'd rather have the dampness with warm tropical water around me. Cheers, everybody. Have a very good evening and stay safe at sea. Gulf Harbour Radio clear. Thanks again, Christine.